Hello. We have another great question here. This is about finding the sum of a geometric series. Basically, for this one, you just need to have this formula. The sum of this, and this right here is an infinite series. It's a different formula for a finite series. But basically, to make a long story short, you got to figure out how am I getting from one term to the next. You really got to rewrite this using this formula over here. And the way you do that is I got to look for how do I go from one term to the next? Well, notice it's going from 2/3 and it's 4/9. Well, this is just 4/9 is just 2/3 squared. So most likely my first term is going to be 1 times my r is going to be 2/3 because you're going to square it to get to the next one. And the next one, if you kept going, it would be third cubed. So my first term here, this is going to be the first one here, right? So that's going to be, this power is n minus 1. So just to understand this, making this a sub n, 1 is the first term. If I were to plug in for the 1 for the first term, this would be 1 minus 1, which would be 0. 2/3 to the 0 power is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. That works. Here, 2/3 to the 1 power, really I'm plugging in a 2 for the second term. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 2/3 times 1 is 2/3. If I do the same thing, you're going to square it, because this is going to be 3 you're plugging in for the third term. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2/3 squared is 4/9. 4/9 times 1 is 4/9. So anyway, we did all of that to figure out what r was. So r is equal to 2/3. Once you do that, you just plug it in. My a sub 1, this should be a sub 1 here. So I'm going to plug in, my a sub 1 is 1 divided by 1 minus, and my r in this case is 2/3. And then you just do the math. Let's see, that's 1 divided by 1 is really, I can write that as 3/3 minus 2/3. Well, that's nice. Well, then that's just 1 divided by 1/3. Well, you can rewrite that as 1 divided by 1/3. Just to understand, that's really 1 times 3/1, which is just 3. That's it for that one.